Hello everyone and welcome to another week of What Are You Doing? It's the show where we spotlight not only what we're doing in our shop, but what you are doing in yours. It's projects in progress, and we hold ourselves accountable for what we start all the way through to where we finish. Now I got pictures this week from you guys on Facebook and also the folks from YouTube. You've emailed me some stuff, so let's get right into it. Let's see, Omar Sanchez, you're working on a church podium. Looks like you've got most of it built, so I'll be curious to see the follow-up photos of it completely done. And Dan, I think Omar's trying to get in good with the big guy up above, you know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Peter Compton made a TV console for his neighbor, and this cracked me up. I got to show you the drawing that Peter got. Peter's neighbor drew the picture of what he wanted in the sizes on a napkin. So this crappy drawing is what Peter had to work with. So I think he did a fantastic job of making that TV console. And to boot, I just wanted to shout this out to Peter. He's from Australia, from Madiring, Australia, which is real close to Perth, and I was just in Perth back in February. You know, I was there to see my sister, so he was just a stone's throw away. I would have came down to see you, Peter, if I'd knew you then. So, at any rate, moving on. Jan, let's see, Okanuski, she made a toy stable for her nephew, and it's really detailed. I mean, take a look at this picture here. There's a lot of features to that little toy, so I think her nephew is really going to enjoy that. And she also made a chicken coop. So I'm assuming the whole family lives out there in the country on a farm. Not too bad. Danny Wilshire made a kitchen island, obviously probably for the missus. I know my wife would certainly enjoy something like that. And Frank Yazetta made a bookcase, and he said it's an arts and crafts style bookcase, and I don't know what you put on the doors there, Frank. I don't know if that's glass or a decal or fabric, but really looks cool. I just love the look of this thing. So Frank, I hope to see more work from you in the future. Now, I also had several of you just email me personally, and I just wanted to thank you guys for this. I had Roy Palmer from the UK, Bob Elstein, I had Jim Welton, Rick Frazier, and Jeff Nord. All you guys just wrote me emails, so thank you very much. And Jeff in particular, I wanted to talk about Jeff for a second. Jeff's email was really touching to me. It actually caught me off guard. So I'm going to read you his email. And it started off with, "Congratulations, Chad," which right off the bat I'm thinking like it's the Publishers Clearinghouse or something. But it wasn't. So congratulations, Chad. You are the funniest chopperoo on YouTube. I can't get enough of your videos, and I have spent hours watching them. I'm a veteran with 33 years of service in the Army, Army Reserve, and National Guard. I suffer from post-traumatic stress syndrome, and your videos really help my mood. Perhaps it's true. Happiness is the best medicine. Keep on dancing. I was so touched by this. I was completely caught off guard. We do this show, and we do this show to help encourage, in woodworking. But I had no idea that the jokes and the silly humor that I do actually was doing some real good, of some true value. So I was really, really deeply touched over this. Jeff also went on to tell me in his email that because of his condition, it's hard for him to get a job and hold a job. And so money is tight for Jeff. But he's trying to be creative in making some extra money. In fact, he sent me his website, and he does paintings, and the paintings look amazing. So you know, I'm just going to throw this out there to you guys. I'm going to put Jeff's website. You can go there and check out some of his work, his paintings, and if you're so inclined as, you know, to purchase something from him, I know he would truly appreciate it. If not, you know, no problem. Just send him some words of encouragement. I'm sure that will go just as far. So thank you, Jeff, for that email.
And thanks for your service.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sorry I didn't say it before. Yes, thank you for your service. So let's see. Okay, that brings us to the viewer spotlight of the week. Last week we had Rob Appelman out of the Netherlands was our spotlight, and this week we have Majid of let's see if I get this right, Mardak's Workshop. Now Majid is from Bahrain, and I gotta tell you, I'm kind of stupid. I'm like a knucklehead. I had no idea where Bahrain was, so I had to look it up. And it's an island off of the Arabian Gulf, and which is kind of cool. An island. I always think of, like, you know, Gilligan, right? Yeah. But Majid, he learned woodworking from his father, who was a professional woodworker, and he not only does woodworking videos, but he does some welding videos, and he's also a mechanic of sorts. Now, Majid films his videos in that, you know, that quick build style, which seems to be popular with everyone. So if you're looking for something just kind of entertaining and move through it pretty quick, his videos kind of fit the bill there. The thing that I like about it is his videos always have, like, some really cool dance music in it. So Majid, you had me at boogie. So, at any rate, again, I want to say thank you to you guys. Talking with Rob last week, he too had more subscribers and more views on his videos and a lot of positive comments on his videos. So if you guys just want to go over and check out Majid's channel, I'll put that down below in the link in the description. And I really got to say, I'm really impressed with how far this silly little show that we do here every Monday, how far it's reaching. I mean, we are globally making contact with other people, and all of you are a part of that by checking out their work and subscribing or commenting. It's fantastic what's going on here. I couldn't be more excited, so thanks to all of you guys. Let's see. That pretty much brings us up to date with what you guys are doing. And so up next is Question of the Week. So last week my question was about plans. I talked about maybe making some plans for this wine station and selling them for $3 or $4, and I asked how many people would be interested. And I got a lot of answers, a lot of comments, but I think the comments might have been a little bit misleading for me. So a lot of you said, yes, I would buy plans for $3 or $4, but it wasn't necessarily I would buy the wine station for $3 or $4. And a couple of viewers brought out a good point, that this wine station is too specific. You know, it's really kind of a small niche. It's not like a table or a cabinet. I mean, you really have to be into wine, and even, you know, this holds the New Air wine refrigerator. So it is kind of a really small niche. So I didn't know when you guys said, yes, you would buy plans for $3 or $4, did you mean this one or just plans in general? So I've got like a two-part question. One, what is the price range that you guys would buy plans for? Because I had several folks telling me, oh, Chad, you should sell them anywhere between $5 and $15. And Philip Quinn, Philip, you actually said you'd buy them for $25. So I'm going to get with you later, Philip, on that. So, but seriously, look at that range from $3 all the way up to $25. So what are you guys comfortable with spending? And in particular, you know, what would you look for? I've been talking with a fella over there in the UK, Mitch Peacock, and Mitch and I are really getting to know each other. I noticed Mitch's work online, and I think he parallels a lot of like what I do. He's a professional furniture maker. He's an instructor and teacher of woodworking classes, and his videos that he does, he's really into the hand tools and joinery. I think we have a lot in common. And I was talking with him about, how are the things online working for you, selling stuff? And everything is difficult. It's kind of a struggle, and that's where I'm at. I'm just going to throw this out there. If you haven't seen Mitch's channel, I'm going to put his link below. And he just recently did a video on a workbench, and he has plans available for it, which is 20 pounds, which is 28 US dollars, and he has it in imperial and metric measurements, and it's kind of a nice little workbench. So I'm going to throw that down there in case any of you guys are looking for a workbench. But my question really is, where do you guys sell, and does it work? Or maybe more importantly, what doesn't work? Now, don't tell me, oh, I sold 3 or 4 things on Etsy last year, or I sold something at the garage sale this weekend. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for a little extra pocket cash. Is there a place or an area that you guys know really works? And if not, tell me what you tried and it didn't work. So maybe that can save all of us a little bit of time, because I'm thinking about making a couple of simple little projects out of some scrap wood, and maybe placing it online to sell. And I'm just kind of curious, what works out there. Question of the week came from David Pelcher, and surprisingly, this is the only question we had this week, Dan.
Oh?
Yeah, just one. I mean, everyone. It was so funny because everyone was so eager to answer my questions, but no one had a question for us. But the question was, does Safety Dan work with you on building construction? And I would say, if you watched the video last week, I had mentioned that I had a customer of mine that has some property, and he was looking to put a couple little offices in the one unit, and asked me if I could frame a couple of walls. And the job has really grown from framing to drywall, doors. We ran some computer cable, and Dan's been helping me on that. But Dan, why don't you maybe tell the viewers kind of like your work situation?
Well, I will. I'm actually retired from the construction industry, and if Chad gets a job that's maybe a little too big or he needs some help on, then he'll call me in and we'll work together on it.
Yeah. I mean, Dan and I, you guys have probably seen from the videos, I mean, we're really in sync with each other. And so on a job that's a little bit too much for myself, he comes on board, I pay him, and we get the job done fast and good. Fast and good. So, okay, speaking of jobs, even though I'm out on the construction site, I have spent some time here in the shop. Last week I had mentioned to you that I had a customer who had a pinball machine that wanted it on a coffee table, and I've done a few of these now. These guys really seem to love it. And so you might be familiar with, I had been working on this coffee table with the cherry legs. That's not the one I'm doing. Now, normally I take my customers first come, first serve, and the pinball guy said, hey, there's like a pinball convention or something coming May 4th, and he really wanted this coffee table done to put it in the show. So I called this customer and said, are you in a rush? They said no. So I put this on the back burner to work on the pinball one. So, Dan, why don't you show them here what we got so far on the coffee table. Now, it's made out of solid walnut with the exception of the bottom shelf here. The bottom shelf is plywood walnut, and you can see I still have to put the edge banding on it. And it's supposed to have a bottom to this because the customer put some lights in it. So, Dan, could you kill that light a second?
Yeah.
And then, so I'm going to turn this on, and I don't know if you guys can see it. We got some of the lights on the playing field lit up, but what's cool to me is the light shines down on the shelf below, and I think I like that almost as much as I like the lights on top. So I called the customer tonight, or I should say I texted him and sent a photo and said, are you sure you want a bottom put on this? Because you wouldn't be able to see the light on the shelf anymore. So I don't know. I haven't heard back from him. I'll give you an update on that. But I'm pretty close to being done with this. It's just going to need some sanding and finish. Of course, I got the glass already, so it's routed out so the glass can get dropped in. So I'll work on that in the evening after Dan and I are done out on the job site. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. Oh, I forgot to mention. Stupid me. If you guys want to have any of your projects in progress featured here on the show, or if you want to be the viewer spotlight of the week, you can email me at stantonfinefurniture@gmail.com, or if you got any woodworking questions, feel free to email me. I'll help you out. And I think that pretty much brings us up. Oh, videos. I forgot to talk about the videos. Gosh.
And I was going to let you do it.
So this past Friday we did the video of geometry, making the raised arches. You guys seem to really like it. Again, a lot of positive comments, so thank you so much. You're asking for more, and we will do more in the future. But this coming Friday's video, kind of what we talked about the other week, I'm going to start doing some videos on the wine station, and I'm going to make the detailed, kind of more trickier steps. Well, I'm going to make those the quick tips. So there'll probably be like 3 or 4 quick tips, like I said, that will focus on some of the harder things of the project. And then we'll do the full build, which will be kind of everything fast and, at a quick pace to build. And I've got some other ideas for maybe another video somewhere in the middle of the week, maybe Wednesday or something. I don't know yet, but that's what I think we got coming up, is quick tips for the wine station. So, and there's some really cool stuff you can learn on this just to make yourself better in your shop. So that, I think, brings it to a wrap. Dan, is there anything you want to add?
I can't think of nothing.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this week, because that's what we are doing. That's what you're doing. And if you like this, please subscribe. Leave your comments. As always, we read every single one. And go ahead and share this with others. Get that word out there so others can join us here and all participate. And until next week, or until Friday, keep on dancing.